Alright guys, finally the moment is there. The 1st of July, it's always feeling like Easter or I don't know, Christmas time, right? Presents, ISOs. The ISO of ArcoLinux is finally there. It's not there yet. Let's have a look. Maybe it's in the meantime there. Nope, 404. It's not there on rack space and all that. This takes a bit longer, but no, not found. So I torrented it already and it's on my system. And prior to this, to all of this, we created our own ArcoLinux version, and it's in here. And we just compared it with the official and what we've built and they've built, or a match. Let's make another ArcoLinux tutorial. There can't be enough ArcoLinux tutorials, so you get the hang of it. And maybe I'll do a twist to do something else, something I like to do, and then see. At ArcoLinux, we want you to go at some point in time, maybe if you're interested and want to learn, right? Go to the ArcoLinux and go to the Wiki, and they have this installation guide. Now, not everybody gets this, neither did I probably in the beginning, thinking, what is all that? There's so much information on there, what to choose, and we make our own choices. I see already things that differ. We choose also base development and also nano there. So it's interesting for me. I think the best tip I could give you is this as a basis, and start Googling, start DuckDuckGoing and find other Arch Linux installations, people explaining how to do it. And we have also one, of course, so that could be one of them, and mash them together, mix them together till you get it and say, that's how it's working, or things like that. So I just made a video about how to install ArcoLinux with grub. So that's one thing we can do as a choice already. So that's our Arch. Maybe a quick look, quick then. So this is the ArcoLinux ISO that we've built ourselves. We've installed it in VirtualBox, and then we typed in, I think it's called Cutefish, I always forget the name, very strange thing. It's in development, it's new, it will become better over time, but this is Cutefish, okay? So I have to really shut it down like this. There's no button to shut anything down. So what we'll do is copy a template, and this is the official Arch ISO. Clone, and where is it? It's downloaded in the download, in the desktop. Well, let's have a look. It's here. Okay, start. Wrong, here you have to be. So sorry, I was going to say, we've done a bias thingy. Let's do a UFI thingy. So you go to system and you say enable EFI special OSs only. Okay, that's it. All the rest is set to go. And now we see something different. So that's the first thing you need to know if you want to go to step 5, phase 5 in our learning path, and you have a machine and you boot up with the ArcoLinux ISO. This is UEFI. The other thing you saw was bias. Because, does it matter? It matters because it's set here to choose what you want, that one or that one. So now I'm gonna follow this tutorial and see if this is still accurate. So these pictures will change and so on, but the results will be the same. And let's wait for him to give myself an account. There you go, I'm root. I'm gonna load my keys to be Latin 1. Voila. Yeah, true. Last time I didn't check, but last time we decided to have X3 instead of X4, but never went to look again. Yeah, X4 is the last one, so I suggest you take that one. So I've got my keyboard. And then we go for time, date, set ntp true. In the meantime, I can think what I will do differently in this one. Partition the disks. No, I can do a different partitioning scheme. So we are UEFI and need to say we are GPT. So that's the thing that goes together. So the label type should be GPT. It's a bias and it's DOS. The rest, forget about it. Okay. I could make a 20 gig for root, 15 gig for root. Then I can take a 10 gig for a home, and the rest is for swap. Type swap. Okay, so I rarely do that. I don't do that, setting home apart. There is one major reason for it. People think that everything is safe and everything is there. Yes, but all the rubbish is there as well. All the settings in the .config, the .local, and all the conflicts you might have. Because of it, I want to avoid. Linux, Windows, Mac. Clean install always. All the rubbish out, the viruses out, the spyware out. It's a new start, clean slate. Then the rest needs to come to work. Be it USBs, hard disk, or be it Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, and so on. Get the stuff in via the cloud. So, write. Don't forget to write, otherwise nothing happens. So I need to say yes. Really type yes, and not just a Y. ls block, let's have a look. So SDA, remember the A, not the B and the C. SDA 1 and 2 and 3. The idea is root, home, swap. All right, scrolling down, and still scrolling down. Oh, I forgot the EFI. Good, let's go back. No problemo. Let's go back. So CF disk, delete. Wait, that's not delete. Delete current partition. Okay, that's delete. And that's delete. And that's delete. What did we forget? We forgot the EFI partition, which is a very small one, but I forgot it nevertheless. So how much do we give? 512 megabytes, something like that. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go for 500 MB. No G, no gigabyte. Megabyte is more than enough. Enter. This needs to be EFI system. Okay, then we can go on with all the rest. So we set 15 for root, we set 10 for home, and we set 5 for swap. And then we check again. EFI, Linux swap. Okay, right, yes. Quit, yes. And this is now it. All right, so scrolling again. Format the partitions. Make me a file system, please. Make me a file system. These are all the file systems I can use. Got myself an idea. First fat, that's no discussion. We can't do anything. No liberty there. This needs to be fat. SDA1. But the other guys, I can do whatever I want. Make file system. We've done X3 in last video. We can do BetaRFS, we can do Reiserfs, we can do XFS, JFS. Let's do a Reiserfs. And which device are you talking about? Well, not SDA1. We've done that. SDA2 then. Override, continue, yes. Yes, sure. And again, but this time 3 for the home directory. Yes, override everything. Cool. And then we've got the swap, but swap is just simple command in saying make me swap. And lets me think, yes, 1 and 2 and 3, that's 4. SDA 4. Yeah, cool. And then swap on device SDA 4. And then it's done. That major part is done. The rest is just follow some commands. Typing work. It's like homework or detention, right? You see on the screen to the right that you need to type something. Now, do we want to mount a home? I've never done that before. Do I need to mount home? I definitely need to mount SDA2. So 1 is the EFI, 2 is the root. So SDA2 is going to be mounted here, MNT. Inside that thing is home. If you want to have a list of MNT, that's the list. Nothing to see. So it's an empty thing. I will fill it, right? It needs to have something. So I'm gonna make a directory in MNT boot, that thing, and one up EFI as well. And I'm gonna mount the EFI partition, the device SDA1, inside the mount boot EFI. So a part of the partition goes into a folder of your system. Yes, it's hard to grasp, but you can actually mount a partition that's in South Africa. That's Linux. Okay. So the question I have now is this home thing, right? Does it need home to install an operating system? Yes, because later on I'll do an fstab thingy and then it needs to be there. Okay, solved it. So actually need to go to here. I can reuse some code, right? And make directory home like this, and then I need to mount it again, so I can reuse some codes, some more code, which is, no, I can't really, I can. So the 3 is the home, and I'm gonna mount it in home. I think it's supposed to be like that. Like I said, I've never done it, so it's common sense. Hopefully it works. But I'm mounting SDA1 is EFI, 2 is the root, and 3 is the home. So I create a home and put it there. Sounds good, right? Okay, so if anything needs to be created in the home directory, it has it. It's available, even if it won't do anything, but later on we'll need an fstab and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, we should mount it. Eh? Because later on, let's see, later on is quite soon. I just saw the etc pacman.d mirror list, but I'm gonna show you again. So it's created on 2021-0701, and Osbeck is the winner, and Osbeck is good for me. I know that's fast. What I've done in a previous video as well, we can do right now too, which is a nano etc pacman.conf, and make sure the parallel downloads is on, so we have a faster installation of this system. And then scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, install. Okay, now we start installing. Backstrap base first tell where, mount, base develop. There are no typos allowed. It will bite you severely in the you know where. And you can start over again. Et voila. Look at that. Parallel downloads. Scrolling again. FS tab. Here it is. That's the thing why I need home. Let's see if that works. Any sounds in the background? It's not me. All right, almost there. Let's generate ourselves a FS tab. So gen, oh, wrong window. Generate me tab. Mine is U, capital U, MNT, and put it in MNT, etc. Now my no typos, then we do an enter. Well, let's have a look, what's in there. Woohoo! We have got our home. So at the top root, then EFI, which is strange. I would think it would be the other way around, but it doesn't matter. And then home, and then none is swap. Okay, cool. Let's go on. Shooting. The most important command to get control of your system again. This is just to show you guys, ArcoLinux is case sensitive. Linux is case sensitive. Doesn't know this folder. Right? No, the other one, but this one he gets. That's something totally different I typed for him. -sf Europe Brussels local time. What will be installed later on? I've done a Reiserfs just for the heck of it. But what desktop shall we do? Locale.gen. So in a long list you look your own language, which is ENUS. You clearly hear I'm a native speaker. Ctrl X, save. And locale.gen, and it's created. Scrolling again. Echo language equals _us dot utrf and then -8. Where shall I put it? Put this thing in etc locale.conf. There it is. And then key map equals BE Latin. Put your own stuff in there. Hey, lat1 etc vconsole.conf. I don't see any typos. Scrolling on, host name. etc hostname. The thing has a name. Choose anything else, but be consistent. Put it everywhere then, like here in this file. ArcoLinux. Plasma. There's so much to install. This is to get internet. And this is to get internet. Without it, if it's not enabled, hey, nothing will happen. Capital N, capital M, 3 lines, don't see the 3 lines, check back. Root password. I'm giving it the password for root. Aha, this is a bit special. We just made a video about ArcoLinux installing the BIOS way. This is the UFI way, so the EFI pacman -s grub, yes, but something extra, boot manager. Oops, boot manager. Both of them we need. And then we'll tell him that we're actually on another system, a new system, not a BIOS system, but a UFI system. And we say x86 underscore 64, and here we add EFI and tell him just be safe that the EFI directory is at this particular location. Let me just create it. One moment. But first an enter. That looks good. All right, let's continue. What was the last thing I did? I did this. Okay, so grub, make the configuration, and the output goes into boot grub.cfg. That's that. Scrolling, rebooting, exit. I think I can delete some of these things that I see up there. They're not in a blue thingy. There's nothing blue on in these things here, but might be confusing. So that's for later. Clean it up. All right, rebooting. That's sudo rebooter. And we reboot. Fine. Look at that. A beautiful grub. You can be happy if you see that already. Next step. So I'm following the tutorial. Simple as that. Just follow, see some videos, and finally you say, this is not that difficult. Nope. Someone explains it properly. Why should it be difficult? Now, I was thinking, again, right? This is the actual machine. How about this thing? Parallel downloads is off again, right? So on again. Yes. So that's smart thinking from me. Forgot that in the last video. So you don't know, I am still root. pacman -s bash completion. Because I like to use the tab. I like to use the tab. Not a tab for beer. It's what we call a tab. Belgian, Dutch. User add. Poof. Clear. At the top, user add, just so you can read it. -m, -g, users. -g, and there we go. Always type spaces behind commas as a reflex. We can't. I have to hold back. This is hurting. -s bin bash Eric has been created. Password of Eric. Password of Eric is, everybody knows by now, editor equals, come on, equals nano. So use the editor and then visudo. I use page down by the way, and then this wheel thing needs to go, the hashtag, and then suddenly I am root, and I can do a sudo pacman -syu and not get the complaint, you will be reported, you do not have a whatever it's called, but you get this message and you feel like a thief or something like that. You've done nothing wrong, you don't have the permissions, but I have. And then we keep on installing. So not the idea to stay in this black screen, so let's go for an xorg server and an xorg apps and an xorg xinit. And last time I had no terminal, so I'm gonna install xterminal as well. I was installing Cutefish, and Cutefish doesn't have a terminal, it seems, so I had no terminal. Oh my god, I need to decide. Why not Gnome? Why not? Alright. I've made videos about LightDM being the display manager. I've made videos about SDM being display manager. What about sudo pacman -s gnome GDM then? And whoa, okay, GDM is big in packages numbers, but let's install that. And then of course, yeah, then it's Gnome or Budgie that go together with GDM, but probably you can make other combinations, but that's part of the ecosystem, let's say. That's part of Gnome GDM. So if that's done, I'm gonna go for sudo pacman -s gnome, and I could also install the other one, but maybe as a piece of advice, right, go to the internet, ArcoLinux Gnome. No, not 40, just Gnome. And then we go to the wiki. First install the Gnome package, see what it contains, and then install Gnome Extra and see what it contains. And if you say, none of these things I like, and that's basically what we did in ArcoLinux, the only thing we like is dconf editor in here. Evolution is a choice, right? Geary is a choice. All the games, do I want the games? Again. So those things, the only thing we want is dconf editor in our eyes, right? So install Gnome without Gnome Extra and see what you get. And if you're missing things, just add the rest, or just package by package, or a group package. So this was a group package. Now I have not enabled GDM yet, I think. Enable GDM, and that's it. I have forgotten sudo in front of it, so it's asking, hey, who's doing this? So created symlink, so that's important. The symlink is there. I can do a sudo reboot and we'll get a Gnome. First the GDM, I guess. No auto login enabled. This doesn't look good. Maybe it's taking its time. Yeah, you know what's happening? It's the etc mod d8 thing again. Gnome doesn't like it. It really hates, as you see, it really hates the fact, oops, sorry guys. It really hates the fact that it's, so I have to be in here and then Control F3. It will probably after some time deliver us something, but I'm afraid we're kind of stuck here. Ah, there it is. So login. What you need to remove is, well, you can do it immediately. Sudo remove etc mod d thingy. That needs to go. It really needs to go. That's the communication ArcoLinux does when you boot up these lines there. Eh? That's it. That's it. You don't want that anymore because GNOME, well, GDM, it hates it. This is then not normal. It's still a black screen. So what is the reason for it to not show the elements that I need to have? It's a Gnome thingy, or is it the GDM thingy, or any other reasons? I don't know. So you go to Gnome, you type in control find. Yeah, that's cream, ice cream you can buy. They come around, they drive in a car, and you get a few scoops for $1 or $2, I don't know. So we've enabled GDM service, that's cool. Oh no, God. It's again the wayland thing, of course. It's again the wayland thing. Yeah. I have to tell the system not to use the wayland thing. Is that the reason? Might be the reason. Might be the reason. It wants to boot up with wayland. And VirtualBox and wayland is this. That's beautiful. It's super beautiful. I know. I'm gonna try something. I have an idea. No, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I'm going in there and I'm going to the user share. No, it's not gonna work, Eric. Let's have a look anyway. I know already it's not gonna work. GNOME desktop is the one with wayland. GNOME Xorg is the one that I want. Where is the GDM configuration? I'm not a GDM user. I'm a LightDM user and an SDDM user. But where is the configuration of GDM? I would say it's gonna be, let's look for conf. Okay, upower and so on. No. Then go for GDM. That's not GDM. Let's see if that works. No. ArcoLinux. GDM. Hopla. Where's the config file? Conf. Deconf, configure, configuration. A lot to configure. Can be installed here. Enable GDM service, done that, been there. And then login screen, background. Nope, I'm not interested in the background. Why don't you just work? Yeah, the deconf database, don't tell me it's there. Control find wayland. When using wayland, you may need to specify the Xboard layouts and so on. That's actually good. That's what I want. Ignores wayland and uses Xorg by default. That's basically what I want now. Ignore wayland in VirtualBox. Anything changed here? Control F7, Control F1. It's there, it's there. Strange, 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 strange. I don't have a mouse. Well, yeah. Control F again. Something is amiss with this Gnome thingy. Where's my mouse, right? So this should be here somewhere. I can't click anything, so it's unclickable, untypable. And if I do this one, oh, it's typing all right. Let's do an enter. No, it's unresponsive. I wonder, let's play around a little bit more. Why not, just for the fun. Let's try to get to Control F3. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Where's my mouse? There. And then this and this. Okay, we're there. And then the content. Is there anything related to GDM in here in the ETS? GDM. Oh, it's alphabetically like that. GDM. That's something that I have. And that's all that I have. Okay, unless custom conf. Let's have a look what that is. Sudo nano custom conf. What's in here? Wayland false. That's cool. That it's false to force language to use. Oh, wait a moment. That's what I want. Uncomment the line below to force the login screen to use Xorg. Wayland enable false. Yes, please. And then yes, enter. It doesn't show anymore, but it is doing something here. Just let's do a sudo reboot. Okay, it's not possible. Control C, sudo reboot. And fixed. Let's hope. Oh, Wayland troubles. I hate it. So, every project needs its time to grow. Wayland needs it too. I get that. Only wish it weren't that difficult. So remember what I've done. If you want to try out VirtualBox and Wayland and ArcoLinux, hey, look at what I've had to do to achieve that. So it's in etc GDM, egm.conf. Now we know as well. It's there. All right, have fun. Video has been too long already, I think. Xterm is there, I think. Xterm, yay, I've got it installed. So a sudo, I always like to end in style. And what could be more stylish than the logo of ArcoLinux? It's just beautiful. I hope they never change it. Neofetch. There you go. Yeah, the terminal needs some work, but the logo is just perfect. Cheers, guys. Have fun.